Today, we're going to be fixing Sevilla in Your World Mode Football Manager 2024. If you don't know, Sevilla are currently sitting 15th in the Liga and bottom of their Champions League group. Last season, they went through 3 different managers. This summer, they tried to youthen up the squad and make it better. Well, it's not quite gone to plan. Like I said, 15th in La Liga, getting rid of star goalkeeper Yasin Bunu, bringing in players like Sergio Ramos at the end of it. Sheer panic that they've not got a good enough team. So today we're going to look to try and just bring things back to earth. They only spent a net spend of 4.7 million in the summer, so we're not going to go absolutely outrageous because there is financial issues here at Sevilla, but within one season we're going to try and fix this Sevilla side. Last year they won the Europa League. It'd be fantastic to do that again here, but getting back in top 4, getting the squad down in age would be fantastic, as well as keeping them as good as they are. Like I said, in the summer of life, they sold Yasin Bunu, they sold Jesus Correa, they sold Karim Rečić, Ronnie Lopez. They brought in players like Loic Bade, Djibril Sow, Dodi Lukawebu, Adria Pedroso, Sergio Ramos, Mariano Diaz, Nyland in goal. It was just a little bit of a mess. So today we're going to be looking to do our very own version. Now, because of the Your World mode and where it starts, we've already got Robert Gelade, Adria Pedroso, Loic Bade and Federico Gattoni into the club. So I don't mind Loic Bade at all. Fantastic young French centre-back. Looked great in the Europa League final against Roma, and a big fan of his. So he is going to be staying in and around at the club. And we're going to be doing some wholesale changes as well as keeping this team as good as possible. So I'm going to go forward 12 months, show you the transfers we made, the tactic we used, and how we performed in every single competition with Sevilla. Right, first of all, the players we sold. Lucas Ocampos kicked up a stink and wanted to leave, so he went out the door last season on loan at Ajax, back in Sevilla this season, I believe. But he is out the door. Do not want him. He didn't want to be here. So I was like, you know what? If you don't want to be here and fight for your place, you're off. Karim Rečić left in real life to not to Al Arabi, but he's gone to Al Arabi on our save. He's gone over there to earn a little bit of money. So fair play to Karim Rečić. He's gone over there. Eric Lamela, same as Ocampos, kicked up a stink. Didn't want to fight for his place, so he is out the door. Done absolutely nothing at RB Leipzig. So toodly pops, Eric Lamela. Go and do your Urbanas over there. Jesus Corona also went to RB Leipzig. Now, he's a very good player, a very versatile player, but didn't quite suit the system I wanted to play. So we also got rid of Jesus Corona to RB Leipzig and sold Ludwig Augustinsson to Al Weda in Saudi Arabia. And that was the bigger sort of sales we made. We sold over £50 million worth of players. We also loaned out Marko Dimitric and Alejandro Gomez. Now, obviously, Alejandro Gomez has got issues in real life, I believe, with betting or doping. It's one of the two. I can't remember. But he is not playing, and he's also now gone to Valencia in our save. So, in terms of the incomings, we did actually have a net spend of £50 million, which is more than I wanted, but I couldn't turn down a last-minute opportunity to sign Gonzalo Higuain. Now, £35 million is what we spent on him. Other than that, it was £15 million. This is the last thing I did, and I think it was a very good sign. I played 54 games for us this season, a 6.91 average rating, and fits Sevilla very well, you know, from that next move from Sporting Lisbon to the top 5 leagues and a team pushing for Champions League football, I think would suit him very well. I tried to keep these as realistic as possible, and it's a move that I can see happening. 17 concentration, 16 heading, 16 marking, 13 tackling, great pace, left-footed as well, which was absolutely key for me. So he is into the door. And we're going to go ahead and sign his Sporting Lisbon teammate and superstar, cover star of this team, Pedro Calave. This guy is absolutely fantastic in real life. And again, finally taking that step from outside the top 5 leagues to a team like Sevilla makes sense. 16 dribbling, 16 finishing, 7 anticipation, 16 technique, 44 games this season, 23 goals, 14 assists. He plays as a shadow striker and was simply fantastic. A huge fan of Pedro Calave in real life, and also on this game, he absolutely smashed it. Carlos Baleba hadn't quite gone to Brighton yet in our saves. Went ahead and picked him up. We used him as a segundo volante in DM on support, getting him forward, getting him in the box. 9 goals, 3 assists, a 6.97, just 20 years of age. And again, getting that younger profile of player in to play every single game, moving on from the likes of Ivan Rakitic and Gudelj and Fernandao, etc. A few of them stayed around, but are not good enough. Loic Bade, you've already seen. Diego Calai was a backup goalkeeper to be brought in. We did obviously keep in Yasin Yassine Bounou because I think he's absolutely fantastic. I understand when money come calling, especially for a financially stricken club, it's quite hard to turn down, but I think he is fantastic. So he stayed around at the club, and Diego Calais came in as his backup. And the last signing I made myself was the free signing of Jonathan Bamba. This guy, I'm not too sure where he's gone in real life, but his contract ran out at Lille, and we've gone ahead and picked him up. He's absolutely fantastic. He wanted £22,000 wage a week, 11 goals, 11 assists in 38 games. Is now worth £30 million. And is a fantastic individual. And you can see from these sort of stats of how the player's done this season. It was very well spread out over the season. The most goals come from Goncalves. Yusuf En-Nesyri was 17 goals, 15 and 4 for Rafa Mir. And we also brought in youngster Juan Lu. Now, this guy, I believe, is in the Sevilla C team when you start up. He looks absolutely fantastic. I locked him in to that right wing position. We've got 12 goals, 12 assists. Was absolutely brilliant. And I like to try and bring through someone from the youth academy, and the ones that I do here. The United one, obviously I used Garnacho. This one, Juan Lu on the right hand side, and I think he's absolutely brilliant. Rather than going out and spending money, use the talent that is here at the club, and that's exactly what we went ahead and done, and he was fantastic this season, so very happy with him. Oscar with 9 goals and 10 assists. We had 16 assists from Isla Pedrosa on the left hand side. Good Elge in that DM role with 10 assists as well, and we obviously seen Carlos Baleba. In the competitions, we did end up coming 3rd in La Liga, which is a fantastic season. Just 2 points behind Real Madrid, 14 points behind Barcelona. I am not unhappy with that at all. A fantastic season considering in real life they're down where Alaves are in 15th. So a massive improvement on Sevilla. 4 points clear off Atletico and then 21 points clear of Valencia. So we were solidified in that top 4. Jonathan Bamba with a 7.42 average rating. Pedrosa and Bamba both 2nd on assists as well, and Bamba was 3rd on player of the matches. Bounou 2nd on clean sheets with 12. I'm not sure if we're anywhere on these. We're 3rd most goals scored on 86. We are 3rd least goals conceded on 45, or 4th in fact. Possession wise 56%, which is great. Pass completion 89%. Most shots for was us, a very attacking aggressive side, which is great, and fewest shots against we were 5th with the 3rd most points per game. Data hub wise 1.18 goals conceded per game, 2.26 goals scored per game. The tactic we used, I'm not going to go for a full breakdown, but if you guys want to pause it and use this tactic at any point, feel free to. I'm going to do more tests and tweak it to make it even better, because I think this has real potential of being one of the best tactics in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and make sure this is a very good tactic before I release it fully. But if for any reason you want to use it based on what you've seen here today, feel free to go ahead and use it. I've just gone through all the player instructions on the left hand side. You can see it's a custom, positive, all the bits on the left. Feel free to use it. It's fantastic. Europa League, we were actually knocked out in the quarterfinals by Inter Milan. We come 3rd in our group in the Champions League. Disappointed with our European adventure this season, but obviously securing top 4 was the most important thing, and that's what we went ahead and done. Financially, we have £6 million in the bank. Debt-wise, only £2 million. So the financial, debt and constraints have gone off the club, which is great. I mean, it's a very hard team to sort of keep afloat, because there are some fantastic players here, but also a lot of players that are on not a lot of money. I mean, if we go to the contract scenario and look at sort of the age and the players on money, these two need to go. This save is available on Patreon. I've not probably said that yet. Massive thank you to Legends on Patreon. Your guy's name is on the screen right now. Feel free to click the link down below to sign up on Patreon. You get this rebuild file if you are interested. Either Rakitic and Gudelj, my first 2 players to leave, both on £200,000 combined. Get rid of them and gone. Jesus Navas is now retiring, so another 100 grand off the wage bill. Delaney, I'd get rid of 66k on the wage bill, and from there you can then build your team out. I'd look to keep Yassine Bounou. He's absolutely fantastic. A 7.04 average rating this season, extremely consistent, loves a big match, and is simply fantastic. So try and keep him around the club, and other than that, I think you've got a very good start to sort of going ahead and dominating Spanish football with the Sevilla side. So thank you guys for watching. Feel free to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and tomorrow at 5 o'clock is the biggest video I've ever released on the channel. I'm so excited for it to come out. It is my journey in completing Football Manager, winning every single top division on the game. That's going to be out 5 o'clock tomorrow. The first video is edited in like a Omega Luke style sort of nice, fun, transition-y video. So I hope you guys do enjoy that one. That comes out tomorrow at 5 o'clock. But this has been Sevilla. It's been your boy Kempi, and I'll speak to you next time.